If you've never heard the concept of a cold list or a warm list, in this video I'm going to break it down for you and just shed some light on what's the difference between a cold and a warm list, and also some insight behind why you really want to focus on warm list customers when you're promoting a product or creating an offer for your product or service. Now, if you've never heard this concept before between a cold list and also a warm list, let me simplify and break this concept down for you. So think of your customer in terms of a spectrum. So put every single customer on a spectrum, and on this side we have cold, and on this side we have warm. Now you can go to the extreme and actually call it freezing, and then also fiery hot, whatever levels you use to gauge. But on the cold side over here in this region, you have customers that really you haven't interacted too much with. Maybe it's customers that, or potential customers that they don't even know that you exist. So these customers, maybe they're just kind of getting some insight about your product or service. Maybe they just touched base with you just one time, or maybe they just haven't even interacted with you at all. If you have never interacted with them, they would be on the freezing side. The more interactions that you do with them and the more business that you do with them, they start becoming a little bit more warmer. So as you start creating email sequences and start connecting with them, giving them content pieces, all of a sudden they become a little bit more warm. So over here now we have our warmer clients. So these customers are typically ones that engage with us, ones that we've connected with. And then as we continue going further and down the line, all the way in the end, we have super hot clients, customers that will buy anything that we release and do anything that we say. So we have this extreme between two polar sides of customers. So on one end, we have the extreme purchasers, people that will buy anything. And on the other end, we have people that are really reluctant or don't even know much about us. They really are just getting started in the process. So your goal as a business owner is really to take these cold customers and build that relationship. When you build that relationship with your customers, whether that's through email, whether that's through sending them regular messages, or just creating content pieces, whatever way you can to build that relationship and contribute to their lives, all of a sudden they build that connection with you. As they build that connection with you, they are much more warmer. They're a little bit warmed up. So that way, when you're ready to promote a product such as an ebook or some kind of product or service, they're more likely to purchase it. It's kind of like approaching someone on the street and saying, hey, will you buy this $10,000 car right now off the spot? Chances are they're not interested in purchasing a car. They're not interested in buying anything right now. Not to mention they don't even know you, so they don't really trust you, especially someone coming off the street like that. And that's kind of what you're doing, is you're interrupting people online in the process of them surfing and browsing the internet and creating opportunities where they have chances to purchase your product. And if you do it without building that relationship, it really comes down to promoting offers where they're cold clients. However, if you've built the relationship, if you've really gathered a lot of connection with them and you really added value to their life, by the time you get to promoting a book or something small, a small product, all of a sudden it becomes much easier because they trust you, they know what you're all about. And as you continue further down the road, maybe you promote a video course, a DVD course, or even a seminar, again, that connection and that relationship really plays a huge role, because if you trust them, if you believe in them, and they believe in you, then they are more likely to purchase those higher end products. So as you're dealing with customers, as you're dealing with relationships online, whether that's through Facebook, social media, email lists, or just that you're dealing with customers over the phone, try and build up this relationship. Because as you build this relationship, you can continue managing it, cultivating it, massaging it, up until the point where you present an offer for a product or a service that you have. The warmer and the hotter the leads that you have, the better off you are. Because you can have 10,000 leads that are cold and freezing customers where you've never sent them a freebie. You've never sent them a email. Maybe you've never sent them a free video like this one. And those people are going to be less likely to purchase if you've never interacted with them at all. But as you warm people up, as you've built that relationship, if you sent them content, freebies, things that contribute to their life, maybe save them money, coupons, whatever industry or niche you're in, they're going to trust you a lot more. So once they trust you, and if you promote or create a product and you think it would be beneficial for them, once it's launched, if you have a hot list, you may get 10,000 of those people, you may get 99% of them purchasing your product. Of course, it's usually unlikely, but you have a higher percentage of them purchasing your product than not purchasing your product. Whereas if you have that cold list, you may get 1% of that 10,000 purchasing your product, or people just randomly purchasing it. Whereas if you have a hot list of 10,000, you may get 9,000 people purchasing your product. So it's in your best interest to really cultivate, to massage those relationships and build those relationships with your audience. And when you do, it makes your life a lot easier because it costs a lot less money to keep those relationships than it does to acquire a new customer and then try and sell them and build that relationship over and over again. So focus on having a warm or a hot list, because in the end, it just makes your business life that much easier. All right, thanks for joining me. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more video lessons like this one, click one of the thumbnails right below this video. And if you'd like to see some more in-depth business training videos and webinars, then click this link right here. And when you get there, enter your name and email address, and I'll be sure to send you those video trainings when they are released, because I usually release them strictly just for my newsletter members. Thanks again, and remember to do what you love, contribute to others, but most importantly, live life abundantly. I'll see you next time.